takeover?
RC conference. Let me see.
It's, JMH don't want to go live no more. He didn't have very many people on, so last time.
Yeah, he didn't have much of a following left.
There we go. We're live now, guys. He pops in here tonight. And I'm sure Sean don't want to go 2 nights in a row, but sissy boy.
Yeah, he's getting ready for Shred the Ledge.
What's that?
It's a big event in New Jersey.
Oh.
Him and Big Red Bitch are going, Tony.
Oh, okay. What's up, Troy? Simply, how you doing? Oh, let me turn Nightbot on so you guys can plug your channels.
Brandon.
Just Dice.
What's up, guys? I don't have the chat up yet, so
Let me find.
can't see nothing yet.
Let me see if I can get this robot thingy working again. Nightbot. Took a little while last time for it to kick in.
And I was talking to Guru last night. He called. I missed his call. I was taking one of the old man naps, and I called him back, and he told me that GNC was supposed to be going live.
I never
Go ahead
saw
over
him.
So I go over there to the channel, and they're not even going live. I'm like, what the hell?
RCB, how you doing, man? Give Nightbot a few minutes, guys, and hopefully it'll connect.
They eventually went live. It was later though, Dennis. Way later.
Right,
Oh,
Brandon? Big Head's been
I
killing
said-
it with those videos.
I sat here wrenching on this truck till 11:30.
Oh, thank you, Brandon.
Oh man, I didn't know that. I went to bed actually early. I got up at 3 o'clock again, so I went
Yeah.
out fishing last night, and a bunch of guys were out drag racing. Yeah, right. Isn't that a blast out there? Just Dice. I was out there last weekend. Took my Typhon, my stretched out Typhon out there.
Oh boy.
Just trying to get squared away here, guys. I thought a simple chit chat. Oh no, this is just our friends used to go or been going doing this on Saturday night, so I figure he wasn't going to do it, so I took over for him. So it's just an open chat. You got something to post or talk about, you're more than welcome. You want to come on here, let me know. Jeremy, how's it going?
Going on. If
Not
I
an
drop out,
interesting day.
If you drop out, what?
we got a thunderstorm outside.
Oh, okay.
As opposed to one being inside.
It'd suck if it was inside right now.
Yeah, I'd be outside.
You can't find metal diff cups. Yeah, for those, I don't know who does that for the Fortec. Thanks, Simply. You have a great night.
Check Hot Racing. They might have some.
I know they have
Or-
blockers for it, but I don't know about diff cups.
Yeah, you can check Hot Racing. You can check Robinson Racing. Even though I know Robinson Racing specializes in gears, they might have some stuff.
Yeah, usually what's that? There you go. Shout out's working, guys. So you guys can, Nightbot's working.
Alrighty.
Yeah, I was gonna say usually GPM does all that kind of stuff for that car, but I never looked for the metal ones or aluminum ones. They're too small to do much. Right. I mean, once you locked them, you locked them. And I never had one blow up, so I need a 48 pitch, 32 tooth pinion too. Yeah, I think I used Robertson Racing pinions for that because they are so the 48 pitch. That's why I swung away from that and I went Mod 1. You have to cut you have to cut up some stuff, but once you get it in there fit nice, it works great. You just take that front bearing out. Cut your chassis a little bit. I don't know if I might have thrown it away. I just bought a new chassis. When I put it back together, I bought a new one. I think I threw it away, the old one. I wasn't gonna go back to that. I'm just done with that fucking car. I wanted to throw that thing in the trash by the time I was done. But I can see why the 3.0 would be better to run because it's longer. Not locking, just red and tacky. Yeah.
What's going on, Brian?
Getting ready to move, Brandon. Yeah.
Darn, everybody's moving.
No, right?
Like y'all was talking about the other night. Yeah.
Brian Taft. Did you change your name? No.
Yeah, he changed it.
Oh, yeah, I was gonna say, wasn't it was it Brian Taft before, or was it right?
It was it RC something products?
Yeah, I
I
can't.
think it was
Yeah,
RC,
the name of your company, wasn't it?
yeah, RC something products. I can't remember.
I got it. It was RC Pit Products.
That's it, yeah.
He's like, yep. Yeah, I have to remember that. Yeah, I bought 4 acres of property. Nice.
Yes, sir. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. Yeah, if anybody wants to come on the screen here, let me know. I'll open it up and let you in, and or send me an email. Whatever you guys want to do. Kind of just an open. Jessica, you too. If you want to come in here, just let me know, and I'll put the link in there so you can click on it and get your email too from you, and add you to the list. Like I probably can get it from Tanks. Either way, if you want to come on, just let me know. Actually, might have you in there. Just add you. Nah, the only ones I have are for Radio Link. It's super clean.
Troy just said to pop him a link. He's just lounging in the truck right now, waiting for TA to get him into the shop.
Oh, brutal. Been there, done that. Let me see real quick. Find it.
How you doing, Javier?
What's up, Operation 11 Charlie? How you doing, Javier? All right, there's the link. I'll leave it in there for a little bit, and you guys want to click on it and get in here. You found a place that does license plates for RCs. Ordered 2 metal ones. Cool. The little 1/10 scale size ones.
The RC plates on Facebook, they always throwing a bunch of them out. I know a few people that have ordered them from them.
Yeah.
They're pretty nice.
And those are those metal too, or?
I believe they are.
I got every time I go over to the shop, I try to find some stickers or something like that, something that I don't have. And I finally got a couple of these laying around that I spotted. You got some plastic license plates that say JJ Customs on them.
Yeah, a couple of the cross trucks that I bought, when you ordered them, they asked what state you were at. Oh, that's nice.
Backwards, but.
And they would just do a license plate with your state on it, but it would just say Cross RC.
Oh, okay.
And they were actually metal.
But Jim makes this, or not Jim, but 307 Scoop makes the stickers, and it has the actual whatever date you want to put on it. He can put the date up there.
Oh, for your tag, huh?
Yeah, for your tag, you can put
No
he can put the state or the month and date.
Wow.
I mean, that's how these ones are too, but I don't think you can actually see that. No, it's just yellow. I think. No, it says 1 and then something on there. I can't see it. It's too small.
Okay, there we go. Can you guys hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay.
I was going to tell you you're silent.
The Fortec took a little tumble. It's cracked all the way up here. It's being held together by Gorilla Tape on the inside.
Ah,
About 50 mile an hour. It
yeah,
went, the left side tire ballooned and it went out of control and did flipped about 8 times.
they're known for that.
But I found a place to get scale license plates. They do it in 110, 1.8, and 112 for the different states. They're like $15 a piece and they're metal.
Oh, cool.
It's RC plates.
Oh yeah, on Facebook you can find them. Yeah.
Yeah. I ordered one for the Fortex new body, which is coming, and ordered one for the drift cart.
What body are you getting?
I'm going back with the stock Traxxas for right now. I'm looking for a speed run body that'll fit it.
Delta Plastic.
Yeah, I looked. They're sold out. The ones that'll fit.
Oh,
So, and they're not. They're. It's going to be a couple of months before they get any in. So.
yeah.
So for now, it's going to get another 35 Ford.
I was gonna say, the Corvette body would be probably better than the pickup truck.
Yeah, it's just the wheelbase, so I'd have to change the chassis.
No, it
Make
should
it
be the
older.
same. It should be the same chassis.
No, the chassis plates, the wheelbase on the 35 is 6 millimeters longer.
Really?
Yeah,
So the 2.0 is
the
shorter.
3.0 for the Corvette Stingray is 294, and for the factory fives it's 300.
Oh, wow. Okay, I didn't know that.
So the bottom plate is the main chassis plate's where it's at. They made the plate bigger.
What's up, Big Red?
Big Red.
What's up, Jam? How you doing? Tony's Diecast. How you doing, buddy?
David, what crawler are you working on there? That is a crawler, isn't it?
Yeah, this is the UGRC chassis with Element axles, transmission. It's got a Fusion in it. I'm putting a battery on axle mount I found on Thingiverse the other day. I don't know if you can see that or not.
I know you showed that the other night. Yeah.
Yeah, it mounts to the back of the servo. And
Okay.
it just sits right on top of it. I don't know how
That
it's going to
puts
work out.
Is it
Well,
fitting
it definitely put some weight on the front wheels.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah. So how does that work though? Oh no, I guess that stays still and the frame moves, huh? Because you're gonna have all that weight on that back there now, right?
right, but it's a lot of it's going to be riding on the links, on the upper links. See what I'm saying? Because once you compress it, it's basically just going to be pushed up against the links. It's real flexible.
Okay.
Kind of like the Ventura, what's it? The Ascenders used to be like that.
That's gonna put
Yeah,
that
the material center head
right?
mounted up that way.
Yeah, we'll see. If it don't work, breaks the axle, we'll put another one in it.
Yeah, I burned up the servo in the drift car, so I'm waiting on a new servo to come in for it.
Burn up the servo on a drift car.
Yeah, I didn't realize it, but when I changed some stuff on the front suspension setup, I didn't realize that the servo was actually bouncing off the end of the steering range, and it cooked the servo. So I got another one coming. I'm noticing that the Fortec, when I put I put a 4S battery in it
Ooh, that'd be way too long.
and did some practice launches, and it's a lot more stable with the extra weight. So I'm thinking I might have to add some weight to it after I get the body.
Yeah, probably wouldn't hurt.
About 4 ounces, 2 on the front, 2 on the rear. Might help us stay a little bit more stable.
So, I think I'm gonna have to do that with my HPI that I've been running, trying to get speed runs out of.
Yeah.
The body's just too much of a parachute.
Yeah.
Right now, it's more of a Pinto than it is a Maverick.
Yeah, pretty much, man. Things like a tank. That front end.
Surprisingly, though, even with that tumble it took, the aluminum parts, nothing bent.
I'm telling you,
The
there's
only
not,
thing that
what's that?
the only thing that really messed up was one of the links on the back X brace. The end stripped.
Oh, yeah.
The plastic stripped out of it. So I had to order a new setup for that too. I super glued it to keep it together for now.
Yeah, they're tough little cars, that's for sure.
Yeah, one I got, I love it. I need to get it out more.
Yeah. I wrecked mine at 101 miles an hour and it really popped out a drive shaft. So
Oh shit. Were you still running the stock dog bones?
but then after that, I couldn't get it to go straight ever again.
Were you still running the stock axles?
Kurt.
Yeah.
Might be a little delayed.
Am I running slow tonight?
You know, you dropped out just for a little bit there.
You still with us, Kurt?
Okay, yeah.
Here?
Yeah, you there.
Yeah, Troy was wondering if you were still running the stock dog bones in that car.
Yep, there he went again.
Oh, he dropped out
Yeah,
again.
it was.
Yeah, California thing.
California. Drill bit. Somebody upstairs.
You got some bad weather over there right now, Kurt.
No, I got too many windows open right now.
Ooh.
Shut down some stuff.
What is my...
Troy, where are you at that the sun's still shining?
I am sitting in Missoula, Montana. At the TA.
Montana.
I was coming up out of Idaho up that big grade. My differentials overheated. So I got to have to check them. Make
Oh,
sure
big
that
red.
the seals out.
Yeah, dump the fluid and change it.
Yeah, they're going to have to. But this morning, both pumpkins were dry. After it overheated, the front one's wet on the outside. So I got a feeling I had a seal go out and it lost the oil.
Well, usually when they get hot, that's the first place that it'll puke out the oil is out of the front seal.
Yeah, I think that's what it did. Give me a paw. Give me a paw. Give me here. Give me a paw. Give me here. Damn it. Damn it. Good ball.
You guys hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
I closed some windows, so hopefully that'll help me.
Are you talking about windows on your computer, or are you talking about windows in your garage?
Yeah, no, the windows on the computer, I had a bunch of stuff open.
Oh, okay.
But I had another YouTube video going, and
Yeah, that'll do it.
YouTube sap some bandwidth. Hachi, what are you doing?
Zelda, welcome, man.
What are you doing?
Zelda, what's going on? J.C. Proctor,
J.C. Proctor, Thompson RC.
Thompson RC, what's happening?
Zelda.
Said anybody else wants to come in here, let me know. I'll pop up the window again for you guys. I'm not going to pin it to the top though.
We got
Yeah,
freaks
no freak
out
show
there.
tonight. No freak show tonight.
The freak show coming out tonight.
Whose live was that on the other night when that guy come in? Was that yours or was it Tank? Whose was it?
That's Chris.
Chris. Oh yeah, that was Chris's, wasn't it?
Chris. Yeah, he left it pinned to the top.
Dad said he'll never do that again.
Good, bro. Cool.
Kind of dog, Troy.
Oh yeah, I got two of them. That's the 12. That's the 11-year-old. Goofy ass. There's the 3-year-old. He thinks the driver's seat's his.
I need a washer to go on that. Yeah, Brandon was asking what kind of dog is it?
Oh, they're Akitas.
Akitas.
Yeah, the Hachi, the male, is a Japanese Akita, and the old one is an American Akita.
Vince, what's happening, buddy? How you doing?
Yeah, you're goofy. Sad part is I'm sitting here in this TEA and they actually have really smooth pavement for once. And I ain't got foam tires with me. I mean, there's a good half mile of pavement. I could get a heck of a run going if I had the foam tires.
The way it works out all the time, don't it?
Yeah. Now, when I ordered my foams, Kurt, I ordered the BSR has a 26 millimeter front, and that's just what it is. It's 26 millimeter medium compound front. And then to get the 32 millimeter in the right size for the rear, you have to order the nitros, which I'm assuming the foam is just nitro safe, but also in the medium compound. That makes sense?
Okay. Yeah.
The only other way I could get a 12 millimeter hex tire was to go with a 64 millimeter diameter drag tire for the back. And there was just no way that was going to fit.
Yeah,
So
no, that's what I had to do. I had to cut out a lot of stuff. I said, next, if those don't work, you can always take your tires and send them to Gone Bananas. And they make them, they put them on those rims for you that you send them.
Really?
Yeah, so if you send your stock Traxxas rims,
yeah,
they can put foams on those.
Really? That's interesting.
Yeah. It's Gone Bananas on Gone Bananas on YouTube, I think it is, Facebook.
Did not know that. That might be an option. I did find
what he does for a living now.
I did find on Amazon somebody had pointed them out to me. They actually make a 15 millimeter hex adapter extension for an axle. So if I got to, I could always go to that and space them out further.
But you can't get the nut on if you go too far.
No, it has a special nut that threads through and then threads onto the axle.
Oh, it goes
It's
through
almost like a nut stud that's about that long.
Okay. So it's an extension. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, if I got to, but I don't think I'm gonna have to. I mean, I can go to 9 millimeter,
without changing anything, even though 9mm would be kind of pushing it.
Yeah.
But I've got 8s on it right now. And if you look, you'll be able to see it very well. If you look, the wheel nut is literally right at the edge of the axle threads. And that's with 8s. I mean, like I said, I could get a 9 on there, but the wheel nut would be flush with the end of the axle, I think.
I got a 9 on, but I used Loctite.
Yeah.
I put Loctite on
That's
mine. That way they stayed on there.
Yeah, these rims, they're toast too. When it flipped, it literally scraped most of the chrome off of them. The grill's all smashed up. It was a hard tumble. Cut the fenders off so that the fenders wouldn't rub the tires afterwards.
AJ Customs in the house. What's up, Jason? How you doing, man?
What's up, JJ?
Oh, dude, he needs to hop on here.
What's up?
I wish he'd hop on here.
Oh, hey, he's more than welcome.
So do we.
I'll get him on here one night, guys. You guys want?
Yeah,
We can do like
he makes nice stuff.
something on a Sunday. You guys can ask him a bunch of questions.
You sure you got it that much pull, Kurt? I don't know if you got that much pull there, bro.
I'm gonna say, hey,
He makes
Jason,
some
you want
nice
to come on
stuff.
here Sunday, some night?
I don't know. I don't even think you know him, Kurt.
Come here, Hachi. Hop back here. Come on. Come on. Hachi.
Jason, if you're not doing anything tomorrow night for Kurt's Live, you want to jump on?
Maybe we can, or at least plan something.
Yeah, good boy. That's what y'all wanted to see was Nikita butt. Just do it. Yeah, bub. Yeah, good boy.
What's up, Voodoo?
Voodoo, Daniel, what's going on?
Well, Steve, Carl, what's going on, man?
Well, Steve, what's happening? I know I'm in a delay, so probably, huh?
No, you all right? You all right here?
I
Yeah,
closed
yeah.
everything. I even closed YouTube down. Huh. I just got the chat going.
Kurt's taking something apart too. Cut the wheel driver out.
That's every night.
Ooh, that screw got hot.
He done bent something.
I'm usually the only one sitting here not working on anything.
You and me both. I'm usually in the house, so
You working on something though? If it's not cards, it's videos.
yeah, I am usually editing a video while I'm on here. I needed to do that today, but I felt like working on a car, so still
Thanks, Voodoo. Appreciate the compliment on it, man.
trying to get the Limitless going still.
Hey, that
Yeah.
when you use that BEC on that servo, Kurt, what brand did you use?
Castle.
Castle's
the best BEC out there.
The reason why I'm asking is I want to turn the BEC and the copperhead up to 8, but I got to keep the servo at 6 because I want to run the fans off the receiver, and the receiver will handle 8. Servo won't handle it. So I'd have to go in between the receiver and the servo, wouldn't I?
You want
To boost the power up on the copperhead?
Yeah, I want to turn the copperheads internal to 8 volt to run the fans. But I have to keep the servo at 6. The fans come off of the receiver, just draw power off of one of the channels.
Right.
So I'd have to go in for the BEC. I'd have to go in to keep the servo at 6. I'd have to put some sort of either a voltage regulator or something in between the receiver and the servo, wouldn't I?
Or you could just wire the BEC from the receiver right to the fan. Set the voltage on the BEC for the fan at 7, 4, or 8 volt.
So do it as a step up.
Yeah, you're just boosting the power to the fan only.
what fans are you running?
It's a Surpass. They're
Oh,
twin
man.
Surpass 30 millimeters.
Okay. And they
Yeah,
need,
I would do the BEC from the receiver to the fan.
Okay.
yeah, that'd be your easiest way.
All right.
And Castle's got 2 different versions of their BECs right now. They have the original where it's just everything is basically gets hardwired together.
Right.
Then they have another one. It's their 2.0.
Right.
It's basically a plug and play except for your power leads that you just solder to your battery leads or your
Okay.
ESC. And you just get a splitter and plug it in where they're telling you to go. Just follow the directions on the paper. They're super easy.
Okay. Because if I put when I'm running 4S, if I were to go direct to the battery with that BEC,
You're still only going to get, if you set
8.4.
this at 7.4, you're only going to get 7.4.
Okay. That's
So it
what I
doesn't
thought.
matter what you run, because I run 3S in everything that I've got. And I've got one in my capper right now that I have set at 7.4. And it doesn't make a difference what battery you use. As long as you're set, you're good.
Because believe it or not, I've been flying RC for 20 years and I have yet to use a BEC in a plane. Because, I don't mind using them in a car, RC car, I don't have a problem with. Because it's not up in the air at 400 feet. And if the BEC fails, which does happen, I don't want a 200-mile-an-hour missile coming 400 feet down from altitude and slamming into a crowd of people. I would rather keep everything independent. If it's, if something has to run on 2S, it's got its own dedicated 2S circuit with its own dedicated battery. And, my P51, the ignition's a 11.43S, but the servos and the receiver are 8 volt high voltage, so they're on separate circuits. The only link between the two is the throttle and choke servo. Mainly because I'd rather, if the engine dies, at least then I still got power to the servos and I can at least get it away from people. That's hot. That's the 3-year-old.
Right.
He's a good ball. Say I have no manners. Just take my tongue out.
Really?
Get you. We're gonna chew on Dad.
The other thing too, Troy, with the copperhead is you got to watch the BECs in those. They like to get hot, especially if you up the voltage in them like that.
Okay.
So far, you've been fortunate enough to not have an issue with it like everybody else has been having.
But I've
A
got
lot
it
of
set
guys
up
are-
too, so.
Yeah, there's a lot of guys right now that are having issues with the Copperhead, and they're running them for about a month, and they take them out and sell them. They hate it.
TK Hobby Shop, how's it going? Hey, Lexus, how you doing, buddy?
Going
What's
on,
up,
Chris?
Like mine,
Shout out there, Lexus.
They said it wasn't supposed to run 4S. At least I talked to Castle, like, "Yo, don't run it on 4S. It'll get too hot." Really? Because it doesn't.
It's funny because when that first came out, that was a big thing. Everybody bought them because it could run on 4S.
See, they're saying that it's a 7,700 kV motor. They said, yeah, you'll get it too hot. Well, on 4S, I can't get it up to full speed, but on the short poles that I've done, the ESC never gets above 90 degrees, and the motor, according to the data loader, never gets above 140. And they're saying that 180 is the thermal limit. If it's at 140, it's 40 degrees below without
Okay.
fan.
Right, and you're still safe.
So if I put fans on it, the Surpass fans, spinning at 29,000 RPM each with 2 of them on the motor, there ain't no way it's going to ever overheat. So I don't see what the deal is.
The motor might not, but the ESC might get hot.
Well, the ESC is only running on the 4S at 110 degree day in Texas. It only got up to 95 degrees. That was the hottest it got. That fan on top of it is plugged directly into the receiver as well. It sounds like a dang turbine when it gets going.
Yeah. Yeah, I've got the Sidewinder 4, and they make a lot of noise.
Yeah. On 2S, it doesn't get above 75 degrees ever. ESC.
5941.
I actually got the motor up to 110 degrees the other day on 2S. That's because I did 3 back-to-back full throttle runs with it. And when the battery quit and I put together the battery to pull the data log out, the hottest it got was 110 on the motor. And the ESC never got above 75.
Queenie, what's up?
What's up, Queenie?
Better watch that mouth, young lady.
As my wife calls it, we all suffer from truckers' Tourette's at some point.
Exactly.
Truckers to
My wife drives too. We were on the phone today in the middle of a normal conversation. It's her birthday. She's in Fargo, North Dakota at the terminal. And she was out in one of the company cars going somewhere. Somebody cut her off, and in the middle of a sentence, normal tone, just yelling and screaming, cussing. And I'm like, what the? She's like, I'm sorry, it's trucker's Tourette's. So I just lost it.
Sounds like my wife when she's driving.
So the wife's new idea for her Slash, she saw there was a Volkswagen car show up there in Fargo this morning. And she saw Freak Speed Shops, Baja. I don't know if you've ever Googled it. I mean, it's a pretty little Beetle that they've converted. And they actually make that body for the Slash. Proline does. So now she wants a Proline Baja buggy or Baja Beetle body for her Slash. And I'm supposed to paint it to match that one. Even though I just did her a brand new Pro Graphics Slash body, just the way she wanted it. Now I got to do another one.
her birthday present was a 2-wheel drive Slash that I picked up from a guy. He was wanting to sell all of his RCs and get out, and he had oval raced it, and so I had to go back through it and convert it back to just normal. Redid all the shocks and everything. Put RPM arms and stuff in it for Proline transmission. It's running a Hobby Wing quick run and a Hacker motor, which I've never heard of the Hacker motors. So I don't know how long that's going to last. It may end up going to a Copperhead too. I know it's a quick little sucker.
Yeah, the Hecker motors are more for the dirt racers. Those guys love those.
Yeah. I put
They've been around for a while.
I put 30 weight in all the shocks and took it out in the parking lot there at home. And there's speed bumps in the parking lot. I hit one of them speed bumps at about 25 and launched that thing about 3 foot in the air. It just didn't even bounce when it landed. It's an LCG chassis, didn't even bottom out. I'm like, okay, that's good.
All right, time to put it away.
Yeah, it's the wise. I can't break it. So now she has her ECX Torment 118 and that Slash.
It's at 6149 now, Dennis.
With the battery up front like that,
Yep.
that's not bad.
I'm gonna
It'll
take
give
it
you a
out.
little bit more front end weight to hold the front end down.
Yeah. I put the high clearance links on it. I'm gonna print a skid for it probably tomorrow if I get time.
And I'm picking my Predator chassis up tomorrow and another Dirty South chassis.
Yeah, must be nice.
And here I
Well,
sit.
you can afford stuff like that when you don't hit curbs.
You can afford stuff like that when you're the team driver.
I was gonna say, yeah, when you're getting sponsored by the company.
Hey, I've only got 2 Dirty South chassis right now. One that I run and one that I'm still kind of
Only?
fussing around with.
I only
Yeah.
have 2?
Only.
One of the other team drivers has 9 of them. I'm like, but you only run one. I said,
Yeah.
you never run any of the other ones. Well, I'm still kind of working the bugs out.
I appreciate that, Alexis.
Well, that doesn't sound like any different from some of the drift guys. They have like 7 or 8 competition chassis, and I'm like, okay, I can understand having one and a backup, but why 9?
Right.
You can only drive one.
What's up, youngster?
Well, for me,
Like
it's
me.
more.
It'd
It's
be like
more
me
to
having 9
show the,
planes. I can only fly one at a time.
well, for these chassis, it's more for me to show the diversity
Yeah. It's
on
for
other
a
ways
driver,
to
I can
go.
understand it.
Oh, that's messed up, Chris. He
He's
probably does though.
He's got this chassis that you could run 6 different transmissions in it, and he's got a skid setup for each transmission. And a couple of us have a couple different setups, but then there's one of the drivers in particular that runs the same setup in all of his trucks, the same transmission. So right now I have a 10-2 kit tranny in one of them and a transmission that he designed in the one that I comp with that works off of all the Gen 8 gears.
Okay.
So I've got a capper that I'll probably end up sacrificing for another one, and with as many trucks as I have here, I can afford to cannibalize a couple of them. I won't cannibalize any of the ones that you can see behind me though.
What's
Oh,
up, Tank?
Those transmissions won't work.
see, the wife, she likes the off-roaders. Me, I've been sticking with the on-road, but she wants me to get an off-roader that will, so basically I can run with her when she's out running in the dirt. But she likes to go fast in the dirt, which means I've got to get something like a Baja Ray or something like that to be able to keep up with her. She wants to play around in the dirt. So
There was a hobby shop in Girard, Pennsylvania that just closed up. They had a couple indoor off-road courses, a couple of off-road courses outside, along with a nice crawling course. And they just sold all of their / two-wheel drive, their rental trucks that had a weekly maintenance to them,
yeah.
$25 a piece.
Oh Jesus.
They had 6 or 7 of them that they sold off.
Wow.
Yeah.
See, I picked hers up for $200, and he had done some stuff to it. I mean, it was basically he was running in, I don't know what class. He couldn't change a whole lot to the chassis. It had to be a certain, I guess you couldn't change the suspension arms. You could change the axles. Everything else had to be pretty much, I guess it was like a / oval class or something.
Yeah.
So it was pretty much stock except for the motor, the ESC, and he had done some stuff to the shocks and changed the axles. I mean, it was a good day. It just wasn't set up for her, not for what she was wanting. But it was a good deal. I bought it for what I could have bought a 2-wheel drive kit for.
Yeah.
Pause. Here. Yeah, I know. You're lazy. Really? You're lazy. Yeah, you're lazy. You need a bath.
So what's going on tonight?
Oh, just RC Conference Live takeover.
What's up, Frank?
Hey, big head. How's the head?
It's doing good. Doing good. Doing good.
Hey, Troy.
Hey, man, what's going on?
Oh, nothing much. I saw you guys were on, so I decided to jump in. So where are you from, Troy?
San Antonio, Texas, even though I'm sitting in Missoula, Montana right now.
Ah,
This is the view outside of my windows.
cool. Truck driver. Hey, Jessica, how you doing? RC84 film.
And the phone is leaning up against my Fortec.
Yeah, I guess being a truck driver, having a on-road would be a little bit better because you can play with it more on truck stops.
Actually, in the shape some of these truck stops are in, an off-road would be better.
You're muted, Kurt.
As a nice crawler would be good in some of those places.
Exactly.
The parking lot's so rough.
Or an infraction with bigger tires, rally tires.
Yeah, that would be fun.
Yeah, I mean, if I had a 4x off-roader, I'd be out there right now, but or if I had the foam tires for the Fortec, I'd be out there right now too.
Daddy spoke, Chris, only till 11 and then it's bedtime.
Yeah. I'm
Now
all
he's getting
stressed.
on tank.
I'm all stressed because of my event tomorrow.
Uh-oh.
Oh man.
Why? Why are you stressed?
I hope a lot of people show up. I want people to show up, but I don't know if people are going to show up. People have a tendency of not checking the thing. Yes, I'm coming to the event on the event page on Facebook. So, and that's the only way I have to actually invite people. So we'll see.
I'd show up, but it's quite a drive for me.
Yeah, it's a little ways out.
Yeah, I got my passport, but it's still a good ways.
If I left now, I might be able to sneak across the border.
Brand new.
I doubt they'll let you across the border. It'd stop you.
Yeah, you need your 2 vaccine minimum.
Oh, I got 2.
Yeah, I got 3. My wife is after me to get the 4th one.
I think I'm gonna wait up on. I ain't getting the booster. You can get in without a booster, can't you?
Yeah, yeah. Don't jump too hard. You might throw a hip. I'm not that old. Really not that old. I might look it.
Youngsters giving everybody a bad time tonight.
Ah.
And don't forget, everybody's got a blue wrench that's in this chat right here. So
Oh, Nightbot is doing a job telling everybody not to forget to thumbs up.
yeah.
And you can type shout out in one word to get a link to your YouTube channel. That reminds me, I got to go give a thumbs up. You're up to 24 now.
I didn't give myself a thumbs up too, but I got it closed down. Got to shut down my own YouTube videos.
Yeah, I was debating on bringing a truck for tomorrow, but I think I'll be busy enough. I won't have time to ride. That's the only inconvenience of hosting. Sometimes you just don't have the time to ride.
You wouldn't do afterwards for a little bit?
I'm just tired. I'm just like, and plus I got to pack. I got to come home, pack some stuff because in the morning on Monday, we're leaving for Quebec City, which is a 4-hour drive. So going on vacation.
Vacation.
Yeah, vacation.
Hey guys, Lexus is in the chat. Go subscribe to his channel. He'll hit you guys back. Yeah. He helps you guys out.
Don't forget, Tank, you got to make sure that you slide a couple of RCs in your bag too.
Oh, they're ready.
Yeah,
to go.
always,
He's got the go bag already.
They're ready to go.
always have some on with you. At least one.
My wife said no, but I said, yes. She goes, really? I go, yeah, I'm bringing them. No, you're not. Yes, I am.
Better believe it.
Yeah, say you get to come if the RCs get to come. If the RCs don't get to come, I'm going by myself.
Hmm.
That'll work.
Guys,
Hey,
What's up,
Randy.
Randy?
Hey, what's up, Randy?
Randy,
I just saw the email for this. I figured, maybe they're still in it.
Yeah, I guess,
6238.
I guess John with GMH is going to take a little break from YouTube, so he's not going to be doing the lives anymore on Saturday.
Okay.
I think between me, Gabe, if he ever comes back on, and even you, Tank, if you want to do a Saturday.
Okay.
We'll just all kind of fill in if you want. And, Sean's around somewhere too, I think.
So Randy, you sent a message on Facebook saying you're not going to show up at the event tomorrow.
No, I can't make it up that way.
Okay.
I would
You
like
got-
to, huh?
You got to organize a shipment to come my way when I do an event like that. You can stop.
No more shipments going out that way. Done with that. I started a new job on Tuesday.
Okay. Cool.
Already sold the 10-ton. It's gone.
Oh yeah. What kind of trucks you going to drive now?
It's actually for a, they do a little bit of everything. They're mainly a street cleaning company. So they have street sweepers, water trucks, but they also do dump trucks for asphalt, water trucks, snow plowing. And the yard is literally 8 minutes from my house.
Oh, nice. That's always a plus.
So I will be running pretty much everything as well as the yard.
Cool.
Be like whatever they want me to run that close, right?
And yeah, good money.
Cool. Dennis, on the chassis rails, on these chassis rail between the two towers, is it better to put a spacer in between them? I see a lot of comp, they do that, so I guess the flex of the shocks and things like that.
Well, you could do that, or you could use the stock body mount that goes in there.
Okay.
Because a lot of guys use a stock body mount setup, front and rear, just for the support. But no, you could run a Delrun link in there, or an aluminum link, whatever you can get to fit.
Good night, Thompson.
And do you actually seal the edge of the of these? Some people they put oil, some people they put tire glue just to seal the edge.
No, with it being G10 material, you really don't have to, because it's the compressed fiberglass.
Okay.
He hasn't had an issue with them yet, with them delaminating. But if you want to put anything on them, you can seal them up with whatever nail polish, clear nail polish, super glue,
Mhm.
Any type of varnish, whatever you want to use.
Later, Thompson RC.
Take care, Will.
Just don't get no Ajax on it. You'll be all right. Ajax or Comet.
Okay.
That's what we use the weekend fiberglass. You can put it right on fiberglass, and it will. I don't know what's in it. It makes it do it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes it brittle. It's got a sulfuric acid to it.
Huh.
Yeah, if we got some glass that won't break, that's what we do.
Tomorrow I'll have a lot of tech in for the trucks to determine if it's a class 1, class 2, or class 3 truck. So we'll see, because there's a lot of modified trucks that's going to come through the gate. So
Oh, yeah. Well, starting next week, Tank, I might be building that Predator chassis along with you, so.
Okay.
I'll be picking mine up tomorrow.
cool.
Oh, you're going to use the Gen 8 to build that one, right, Tank?
It's a Gen 8 pack. I purchased a few years back a Gen 8 pack, and I never used it.
Oh,
So I'm gonna
okay.
use that.
What's a Gen 8 pack?
The builder's kit, basically.
It's a Gen 8 builder's kit that's already all pre-built. The only thing you have to do is add a body and electronics and tires.
Oh, it's already put together?
Yeah, it's already put together.
Oh, I didn't know that.
You showed it the other night. That's right.
I got to get.
The new version of the Gen 8 pack 2, it has all the upgrades on it. Mine didn't, but I did order them.
Oh, with
It's
the
special.
links and all that.
Me, it's more the CVDs in the front I've upgraded because they're a little bit tougher. It's better. So I said, since I'm going to have them open, I might as well change them because I am putting brass knuckles on them. So. But man, there's so many different brass knuckle version out there for the Gen 8. Like some of them are heavier than others.
Oh, yeah.
Some of them look like just the real one. So. but
And the
once I
V.
put-
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Tank.
And once I put it on the axle, I'm going to spray them black. So, because I don't want them to look brass.
Is that a V2? The Gen 8?
Yeah, the new Gen 8 pack is a V2.
Okay, but when you get, are you just getting the knuckles, or are you getting the C hubs?
No, mine is a Gen 1.
Oh,
But
okay.
I did get the knuckles and the C hubs.
Okay. Because I know on the Gen 2, the brass, on the Gen 2, the C hubs, you have to make sure to get the right ones. They're different. They have a screw that runs through them that holds the shock to it. Separate hole.
Oh, yeah?
Than the Gen 1, yeah. Because I've got mine all brassed out. Only thing I need to do to mine is order that steering linkage that makes it get the full turn on both sides. Trying to think who makes that. I can't remember.
Oh, the upgraded steering links that are bent.
Yeah. Who is that? It's called, what's the name of it? Dang, it's not Three Brothers, but it's somebody like, yeah, it's a little.
Samix, SSD.
No,
Club 5.
Club 5. That's exactly who it is. Yeah, Club 5.
He said B2, B1 are the same difference with brass fitting correctly.
That's what I'm looking for right now, and I think they are.
Vince is an expert in Red Cat. That's
The
all he owns.
the C-hubs is different now. Or they are on the Gen 8 Axe, which is just a V2 with the Axe system in it, right?
I believe so.
Believe so.
Yeah, well, the gearings are different. The CVDs in the front are different on the V2. They're the upgraded CVDs, which are heavy, they're more heavy duty for the portals in the front. That's the only thing I know that's different. I think the linkage are the same. Everything is the same. Transmission, I think the gears are the same. Some people are saying the gears are not. They're upgraded gears, but I don't know. For now, I'm just going to keep the transmission stock on mine. I am not putting the UGRC transmission. I'll just keep this for now.
I mean, the axle housings are different, right?
No, axle housing, they might have different plastic, but I think they are same size. They're the same form, but I think they are different plastic. It's a different plastic because they did break.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I don't know if any of you guys.
Yeah, go ahead.
I don't know if any of you guys have a Rock Ray, but there's a guy in the Rock Ray group or the Baja Ray group on Facebook who has come up with a beam style, like almost like a Ford style front beam suspension for it.
Okay.
So if any of you guys have one of those and are looking for something like that, the prototype's done, and he's fixing to start doing them in aluminum with metal ball end links and everything. So he was posting pictures of the prototype the other day, and it actually looks like it might even fit a Baja Ray, but I don't know if it would be any advantage.
Yeah, the Rock Ray and the Baja Ray are pretty much the same thing.
Yeah, I could see where it'd be beneficial in maybe a crawling for like a Rock Ray, because it would be a lot more stable. Because I think the Rock Ray's 2-wheel drive, isn't it?
The Rock Ray is 4-wheel drive.
Okay. But
Yeah, I thought all the Rays were 4-wheel drive.
Yeah.
that's what I was thinking too. But it's the long cross beam suspension, almost like what they have on the Ford F-150 in real life. So, but to me, it would almost limit the suspension travel, maybe, because it couldn't go up as far.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
So
some
I don't know.
people they like having a solid axle in the front. Some people don't. It's a choice. It's me. I got a Rock Ray, but it's gonna stay the same.
I always kind of thought for a crawler, or at least, an independent suspension might actually be beneficial.
Yeah, but a Rock Ray is not a crawler. A Rock Ray is a rock bouncer. It's a rock racer. It's not a crawler.
Right. A lot of them are turning them into crawlers, though. Instead of a racer, they're putting brush motors in them and taking the brushless out to crawl with them instead. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I turned my Rift into a crawler, and I'm working on turning that, what is that thing? The Bomber, turning it into a crawler. I got all the parts, I just got to find the time. The Rift actually crawls pretty good. You get it set up right. It just looks funny because it's so much bigger than all the other 1/10 crawlers.
Yeah.
It's just way too big.
Yeah, it is big. But
wouldn't a crawler get more flex if it was 4-wheel independent?
No, it does, but the IFS, everybody hates it. Element come out with them,
It's too low.
IFS. Yeah, it's too low. It gets hung up on everything. I got a buddy that's got one. He's converted it to a straight axle.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway,
When it
guys,
first come out, everybody was, yeah, let's get it. They even come out with that kit where you can convert one to IFS, and a lot of people bought it, but they went back to straight axle.
Can you enable sharing, Kurt?
Oh, yeah.
Y'all, I'm gonna take off. It's getting a storm pretty bad here. I'll holler at
Just-
y'all later. We'll
just
see you,
hold on, I
Troy.
want- Just
Yep,
hold on.
see
I
you
want to
later.
show you something. I want to show you something first.
Oh, you will show me something?
Yeah, hold on.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
Hey,
Oh, wow.
you know we're live, right?
Yes, we are, but okay. So this is the V2 axle housing. Where the difference is
Right
exactly
there.
here.
Yeah.
It is here. This, it permits you to put a ball, and it permits you to have the 2 points of anchoring. Right now, mine doesn't, so it does not have this on my axle. And on
That's
the
where
rear
my
one,
shock mounts. That's where my shock mounts on that ball.
yeah, right now your version 1, it mounts on here, on this one, with a screw.
Okay. Right.
But version 2, it has this extra on version 2.
Right. Yeah.
So it has two sides to it. On version 1, it only has one side.
Okay. Is that the rear?
This is the rear, yes, and this is the
Okay.
front.
Yeah, the front right there. See that C-hub? Version 1 didn't have that hole in it for that shock mount to come through.
Yes, it does. Version 1, that's actually where it's actually mounted. It's actually mounted directly, because I have it in front of me.
You sure that's a version 1? Because I had the
Version 1, the shock is actually attached directly on the C-hub. It is not attached. You probably see it on this one here. There you go. You see it.
So the screw is run through the front side of the C-hub, but it don't have that back part on it.
That is correct. It does not have the back part here.
Well,
on
where was
version
I
1.
getting them C-hubs from that didn't even have the hole made by Red Cat?
But that's why the C-hub, no matter what version you get, has the hole. It has the hole.
I
It's
saw
the
some
axle.
on Amazon.
It's the axle that doesn't have that support. It's not the C-hub.
Okay.
But some brass axle probably is for version 1 and version 2. It's not the C-hub. The C-hub is going to be the same.
What's up, Raymond?
Is everybody
So on the version
froze?
2, does the screw pass all the way through both of those brackets then?
If you have version 2, yes.
2, yeah.
So it goes all the way through and traps the ball in the center.
That is
Okay,
Right.
gotcha.
Yeah, I was looking at it when I ordered my brass, and they had a bunch of brass on there where it didn't have the hole in it. I don't know what it went to, but it said Red Cat.
But my son's been driving his Red Cat for now 3 or 4 years, and it never broke. He never broke an axle.
Does everybody see that freezing, or is it just me?
Just you.
Okay.
Anyways, now you can go. Bye. Go. See you later.
Okay. I'll holler at y'all tomorrow. Y'all take care. Be safe out there, Troy. We'll see Kurt, Dennis.
Yep.
David, take care,
Okay.
man.
All right.
Watch out for them tornadoes.
And I know Sir Chipolot's name. I just can't think of it.
Randy.
Randy. Take care, Randy. Good luck on your new job, brother.
Thanks, man. Anyway, guys, I gotta take off anyway. I gotta
Sounds
upload a
good.
video and still edit another one.
All right, Randy.
All right, Randy, take care.
You guys have a good night
You too.
Yep.
and hope the goes well for you tomorrow, Tank.
I hope so too.
All right, later, guys.
Later. The only thing I did not prepare, and I should have, is maybe stickers to determine who's on class 1 and who's in class 2 and class 3, and put a sticker on the truck. I'll just write it down.
You
The
don't have
biggest thing is going to be the tires.
generic stickers laying around?
What kind of stickers?
Just generic,
No. Well, kind of, yeah.
color coded or something.
Get some of them garage sale price tag stickers. Just put a
Yeah.
1 or a 3 and stick it on a.
What are you listening to?
What do you listen to, Troy?
Oh, it's a video game on the Xbox.
Oh.
This is what I do when I need to pass time.
So you got an inverter on your truck? You got to keep the truck running, or how does your inverter work? Battery?
It's a battery operated inverter,
Okay.
so it's still technically runs off the motor, but the truck has 8 batteries instead of 4. It
Wow.
lasts about 5 hours, and then it has to go into battery mode and run for like 5 hours to charge back up. They are about the most worthless. Give me my Thermo King back, and I'd be happy.
Right? Those are the best.
But no, Freightliner sold the company on the idea of having battery operated APUs. It wouldn't use as much, it uses just as much diesel. It doesn't save them anything. And the batteries to go in the APU are twice as expensive as the regular truck batteries. So when they go bad,
Okay.
now they're out twice the money instead of.
I have a class 4 truck. I'm not sure what a class 4 is. Can you enlighten us on the class 4 truck? I know
Well,
what a class 0 is.
The class 8 is what I drive.
No, like
RC vehicle.
our crawlers.
Oh,
Unless-
okay.
Unless he's talking about a different class of vehicle, but could be.
Yeah, I was talking full scale. Tractor trailers class 8.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Now with your driver's license, you can pull how many pounds or how long of trailer?
With my driver's license, I can pull anything.
Oh, yeah?
But this company, we pull 53-foot reefers. All food.
Oh, yeah.
And my max gross is 80,000, which I'm at about 79,000 right now.
I worked for JBS for 2.5 years.
And where is it? In
Yes.
Australia, they have like a train of trucks, like a whole bunch of trailers behind them in Australia, I think it is.
That's Australia, yeah.
It's crazy.
They
the
run
trucks
the land
they have.
trains. Yeah, they're running V8 cats down there still. A lot of them.
What the heck is a V8 CAD?
Kurt knows.
Diesel.
Caterpillar used to make
Oh.
a V8 engine
Yeah.
for Class 8 trucks. They were 875 horse, monster freaking motors. I have seen one in my life, one here in the United States. The guy had an older, early 70s Kenworth that had one in it, and it was a beast. He could pull the Statue of Liberty down Main Street if he wanted to. It had that much torque.
You need to travel up into Michigan then, because they got a lot of them still.
Yeah, I know they're still up there. You just don't see them out on the road very often. They're kind of back. A lot of logging companies still use them, but you don't really see them on the open road too much. Mainly because they drink diesel like we drink water.
It's crazy how diesel price has gone up because it always used, when I was younger, it was always cheaper buying diesel than buying gas. But now it's different. Diesel is more expensive than gas.
Yeah, and it's weird because diesel is a side effect of making gasoline.
Yeah.
It used to be a waste product until they started making diesel engines.
And then they're wondering why cost of living is going up, why grocery shopping is so expensive now. It's crazy.
Yeah, cost of diesel, transportation costs.
Yeah.
3 years ago to run this truck for a week, fuel wise, and this was with me and the wife driving it team, it cost $1,500 in diesel a week. Now me just running this truck solo, I'm going through $1,500 every 2 days in fuel. And that's not counting the refrigeration unit, which also runs on diesel.
Okay.
And then the whole DEF, that was the biggest scam ever.
Yeah.
It's a big joke.
Oh, it'll be cleaner, yeah, except it kills anything that's green from the fumes.
So how is it to train a dog to be a truck driver partner like you? How does he let you know he wants to go for a walk or he needs to go outside?
I just stop every 4 hours. They
Okay.
whine if they want to go out, but they're wanting to go out right now, but it's still too hot to get
Okay.
them out of the truck. But I have a set of, it's called Pet Loader. It's a set of steps, and I got rid of the passenger seat, so they go out the passenger side, and they go up and down a set folding steps that go
Okay.
in and out of the truck.
Cool.
And we got those mainly because the older one, the 12-year-old, has arthritis in her rear hips, and she couldn't use a regular dog ramp anymore. So we found that the company is based out of Illinois, and it was a former truck driver that started the company that makes Pet Loader. And he designed the steps because his dog had arthritis and couldn't get out of the truck anymore. So he made the first set and said, hey, this is a good idea. I'm going to sell them. He quit driving and opened the company. And now they sell probably 100,000 of them a year.
Really?
Yep. For
How much
SUVs.
how much do they go for about?
For the set that I have to go for a semi is $450.
Okay.
But it's the set that's designed to hold a St. Bernard.
Oh, wow.
They're the heaviest duty that he makes. I can stand on them and not have to worry about them breaking.
So what you're saying is if you bought a Raminator, you can drive it up in your truck and take that wherever you want to go.
Pretty much. The only thing is there's a gap in between each step about that far. So yeah, it doesn't pay to, it couldn't crawl up it, but if it had solid back, yeah, it would literally crawl up.
Now the truck you're driving, is it a company truck or is it your truck?
It's a company truck.
Company, okay.
I used to own trucks. I sold the last one actually 2019.
Oh yeah.
As soon as I found out that parties were going to switch in the government, I got out of the truck because I knew what was going to happen. I knew when Biden said that his first act was going to be to stop the Keystone, I knew right then and there it was time to get out of owning the truck.
Do you get the same truck all the time, or when you go back, you get different trucks?
Oh, I have this truck all the time.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, you usually have your TV and refrigerator and all that stuff in there.
Yeah, the company, they'd put satellite in it, but I told them I didn't want it.
Oh, man.
If I had put it only has one the TV they have in here only has one HDMI port. If I put the satellite in, I couldn't hook the Xbox up.
My switch.
I gotta say, you can get a splitter, can't you?
Yeah, it's a switch. It's an automatic switch. So as soon as you turn on your Xbox, it's switched to it.
Yeah, I just didn't want to do all that. Plus, they charge a small fee to the drivers
For
Or
it,
onto a
yeah.
satellite, yeah.
satellite.
Yeah, they make you pay for it.
So
See you later,
yeah, I
Jessica.
don't know.
Yeah, Jessica.
I can do the same thing with a hotspot, and we have my wife and I use oh, what the heck is it? I want to say Hulu, but it's not Hulu. Starts with an S. Basically, it's cable via the internet,
Okay.
and it's actually cheaper every month than what I would pay them. Whereas, if I were paying them, they pick the channels we get, which means we can't get all the movie channels and stuff like that because,
Mm.
oh my God, Skinamax sometimes has nudity.
No, you don't want that.
Yeah. What? God forbid an adult truck driver alone in the truck might see a pair of boobs.
You see that at a truck stop.
Yeah, no kidding. Most of
later,
the time
Raymond.
walking across the parking lot.
Raymond says he used to be a military truck driver, so he pretty much drove everything over there.
Yeah.
Take care, Raymond. Good night, Jessica.
Yeah. Raymond, I was 82nd Airborne, 505th Infantry. For 18 months until I got hurt.
Hmm.
My last jump, I came out of a C-130 at 10,000 feet. Static line jump. 80 feet off the ground. Got caught in a gust of wind and blown into trees. Busted my right femur, 6 ribs, collarbone. Dislocated both knees. Concussion. Was out cold until they found me.
Hmm.
And I was the medic on the jump.
Call the medic. He is the medic.
Yeah, pretty much. Made it through Desert Storm without a scratch. Had that happen. So I lost my jump status and spent 6 months in the hospital, then went to Germany. And sitting on a range in Germany in an armored APC with a ramp down, again, the only medic present, idiot drops an M16 on the range. It goes off, ricochets off a ramp door frame, goes into my right thigh. Again, I'm the only medic on the range, and I'm the one that got hurt. So there was another 3 days in the hospital.
Kurt, you going out for some speed runs tomorrow or just going up to the track?
Yeah, and I'm gonna go out for some speed run tomorrow.
Which car?
I'm gonna take the Corrali, and I'm gonna take the HPI Maverick right here.
What have you gotten the Maverick up to so far?
79.
It should go faster than that.
Well, yeah, it catches air and then takes off. So yeah,
Tries to be an airplane.
and big square bodies are not real.
There's
Hey,
a
Bubbles RC Shed, how you doing?
Bubbles.
what's the wheelbase on that?
It's 1/8 scale. I don't know what the wheelbase is.
I know A Plastic has some 1.8.
Probably 320, 330.
330.
Yeah, A Plastics has some 1.8. I guess you would call them prototype, like Le Mans style bodies that should drop right over that, keep it on the ground.
Yeah, I haven't gotten that
They're,
yet.
They're making them out of thicker leg sand to keep them stiffer. Have you tried putting a couple of small holes in the back? Let
No,
the air out?
not yet. I just zip tied the front suspension up because there's no screws to bring it down. So I zip tied it up to get the front end down on the ground almost. So I got it at kind of like a rake right now.
You need to send me that. I want that sticker. That one too. There's it's really funny. On the RC plane side of the hobby, if you order something from somebody, doesn't matter who it is, they always throw a slap sticker in the box. Doesn't matter if you order it from, some little hobby store or manufacturer, there's always a sticker. So if you look at my case for my transmitter for my planes, it's covered in them. But on the RC car side, I've ordered stuff from GPM, Traxxas, no stickers. You go to a track or something with one of these and people want to know what you're running. You have to sit there and tell them, on the RC plane side, people want to know what you're running. They just look at your transmitter case because all the stuff's right there.
Now, if you order anything from A-Main,
free advertising.
A-Main Hobbies, you get some stickers with some of the stuff that you buy, and then they throw 2 or 3 of their stickers in.
Sometimes.
See, they've never sent me any of the stickers. I've ordered from A-Main 3 or 4 times for the Fortec. No stickers.
RPP Hobbies is the same way. They'll put a bunch of their stickers in, and then they put some Gearhead stickers in there.
To me, I think it's just, a way to free advertise. People are buying stuff from you. Throw a sticker in there, and that way they can stick it on, a case or a car or whatever.
Right.
And then when they're someplace out in public and people are wanting to ask questions, well, it's already on the car or on the case. They can look and say, oh, hey, I remember that. The prop I have on the Mustang, the sticker on it was 4 inches in diameter. For it, I ain't got no place to put it because the transmitter case was already covered.
Bubbles is super bored, huh?
I'll bet you Kevin Gibbs fell asleep.
Yeah, I'm sure he did. That's why he's not on here.
Probably.
Z batteries, guys, on Amazon. They were running a special on 2 S7200s. I just picked up 2 of them for less than $100.
Wow.
Like day before yesterday.
Oh yeah.
The Z battery?
Yeah. And they're not bad. I've got the 5400s and
See, I got 7,000. They're pretty good. 3S 7,000s. I use them in my race car.
now my 4S's are something different. Where is one of the bastards? Here it is. It is a Power Hobby, but they're only 50C. And I picked up 2 of those for like 119.
Yeah, they're not bad.
Yeah, I got Power Hobby 50C. They're good. I use it.
Yeah.
I use it for my Max. And I was using it on this, but I've grown up to 6S now. So
I know in the Fortec that Power Hobby will blow the stock tires off the rims in 20 feet. I even cut the C rating in half, thinking it would kind of help with the launch if it didn't have so much burst power. Yeah, I was wrong. That idea did not work out. As it is right now, I'm running like 70% expo on the throttle channel. Plus in the ESC, I've got the throttle curve as a curve, and it's pretty cut back too. Trying to keep the launch, get it rolling straight, and then have the power come in.
Got
Bring
my
your,
golf balls ready.
uh-oh,
Well, not, they're ping pong balls.
Hey,
Kind
that
of.
works.
It's for me because tomorrow I'm having an event and I'm putting partners together, but you can't pick your own partner. So what people are going to do, they're going to go into a bag, which is not transparent, and pick a number. And then don't tell anybody what number you are, but right before they start, they got to find their partner. They got to say to people, I'm number 8, I'm number 8. Then you got your partner, then you can go. So it's finding your new partner and then you're off. So should be fun and interesting.
So
Oh,
this
yeah.
is a crawling event.
Yeah, it's an RC event I'm hosting tomorrow. I call it beat the clock. So it's whoever does the event faster. It's going to be class 1, class 2, and class 3 on 2 different course.
Where's this at?
Well, at Holly's at the Sims, TTC at the Sims.
At Holly's.
Yep. So
Troy, what you could do too on that is get back into the program for the Copperhead and take your punch control down to about 60%.
Oh yeah, I've got it down to like 45 already.
Oh, wow.
Even at 50, it was wanting to kick sideways right at the launch. But you know, I'm running a 7700, so it's all torque anyway to begin with.
oh yeah.
Because I'm trying to do this. Most of the time when I'm at home trying to do these speed runs, I'm on, San Antonio. There isn't really a street where you don't have a lot of traffic routinely.
Right.
So I'm using a parking lot that's maybe, if it's a quarter mile long, it's probably wishful thinking. So I'm trying to do it in a really short distance, which is why I went with a high torque motor to get it. So it would hopefully get up to speed faster, but I think that's kind of biting me in the butt because it's more of a drag motor than it is a speed run motor.
Yeah.
I may end up going back down to a 4400 and trying that. Just find a spot that's bigger.
One thing I don't like about my Rock Ray is it's got the original electronics on it, and I'm trying to program it for the punch to be more punch, because when I punch it, it starts and then it goes, which is good. It does not wheelie, but I want the bugger to wheelie. I want it to start fast, but I cannot get that punch control to work the way I want to. So might have to change the ESC on it, but I just can't get it to cooperate and give me wheelies.
A lot of the guys on Facebook on Rockers are going to the Spectrum motors.
Yeah.
Which they would done with anyway, but they're changing the ESCs, and I can't remember what they're using. I've seen a couple of them running Z runs.
Oh yeah.
And then there was one guy, I don't know why he even thought, because like y'all said, the Rock Ray is a rock bouncer, but he put a Mamba X in it. It's like, what are you you're gonna destroy the car running 6S trying to go up rocks with it. There ain't no way you're gonna be able to get it's gonna be all tire spin.
I'll be right back.
But they've gone to like they're running like down at 1200 KV Motors.
Wow. That's really taking a giddy up out of it.
Yeah. But like I said, a lot of them are going, instead of doing them as a rock bounces, they're turning them into crawlers.
Yeah, independent front suspension with a pan style chassis is not where you want to try to go with that type of vehicle for rock crawling. It's doesn't
Yeah,
have the clearance. There's no flexibility to it.
right. My thought is always, if you're wanting to do something particular,
Buy something designed for it.
exactly. You know, it, is the Fortec designed for speed runs? Probably not.
No.
But it's sure as heck fun trying to get it to go straight to do it.
Yeah, it was a fun car till I got too frustrated with mine. It was, now it's just a curb finder. That's all it is.
Well, my goal is simply just 100. I don't want to go any faster than that with the Fortec. You just give me 100 miles an hour, one time, one good pass.
It's rated for what?
Yes.
That's what I did.
I
Out
don't
of the
know what
box?
they're rated for,
I
but
think it's
mine
all-
is definitely not stock anymore.
I think it's like
So
70 out of the box or
70?
something like that.
yeah,
With the
But-
that's the VXL one. too.
Yeah.
right. And even the guys with the VXL Fortec 3s are having a heck of a time trying to keep them straight.
Yeah.
I mean, if I had the regular Fortec 3.0 and not the factory 5, I think that it would be a lot easier because I could change some things on the factory 5 to get the parts needed from the regular 3 to fit, like the sway bar kit, which I think would help it a lot. But in doing so, I lose the body mounts for the factory 5 body because of the way Trax has designed the body mount for the factory 5s is really jacked up. They made it specifically so you could not change the shock towers.
Yeah.
The shock towers are what's required from the regular 3.0 to fit the sway bar kit. Because the factory 5 shock towers won't clear the sway bar.
I had bought aluminum shock towers for mine, and I'm like, oh, they're not the same after realizing that. So I just stuck it on my 2.0.
And
But-
I've got a question for you guys. How come we don't hear too much about the speed runs anymore with the XL1s?
They just came out with the new version of it, so all the XL1s are coming out now.
Yeah, they just released 2022 where they redid the body and the bumper to where it's got front canards now to add more downforce. The problem with the XL1 was guys were getting them up to speed, and just like he's having a problem with his HPI, the front end would lift.
It's the tires. Matrix RC was just running his, and his tires kept ballooning.
Yeah,
That was causing the problem. He put foams on it, and it did 100 miles an hour.
yeah. And that's the other part of it with speed runs is that, and by the way, Kurt, I did find rubber belted tires. I haven't bought any, but I did find some. Rift over in Japan makes them, but they come pre-mounted. So that's one of the reasons why I didn't buy them. But yeah, you get past the ballooning of the tires. Traxxas tires, they're good to about 50. And after that, they're no good at that point. They just turn into
You'd
Party
think if they
balloons.
sell you a car that's rated for 100 miles an hour, they'd sell you tires that were rated for 100 miles an hour.
Right.
Well-
That's what he was complaining about was that he goes, I can't call this a ready to run at 100 miles an hour because you have to put different tires on it, and the controller didn't have the
Sucks.
signal to go the distance,
No.
to get up to speed.
No, it's one of the reasons why the Fortec has gone to a FlySky GT5 because the stock Traxxas transmitter just sucked. I did not like that transmitter out of the box. It just grab it. I have combat PTSD, I have OCD, and I have, as a result, if something doesn't feel right, it just freaking bothers me. I didn't want to hold it because it just, the controller just felt funny. I can't explain it any different than that. It just felt funny. So it had to go. The GT3 wasn't bad, but I still had a little bit of a problem with it. So the wife has it now, and I've got a GT5, and I actually like it. It's the one Surface controller that I grab onto. It actually feels like I'm holding onto something that isn't a limp noodle.
Mhm.
But yeah, the Traxxas controllers just suck. They have no range. The receivers, when I went to take the receiver out of the receiver box, I literally just pulled up on it and it split in half. It literally fell apart. And I'm finally had to get the bottom half out. I had to get down there with a screwdriver and pop it loose. They're just cheap.
Well, that's kind of like going back to the original XO1, where when everybody bought those and wanted to hit that 101, if you didn't have an iPhone, you couldn't do anything with it.
Yeah.
So you had to buy the iPhone just to open up the telemetry setup on it.
Yeah.
And to change the tuning.
Which is why a lot of them were switching out the ESCs and motors to something else, like, the Copperhead with the Bluetooth, or a Mamba X with the Bluetooth, because then it would run off anything. They could use
Right.
their Android, whatever, and they were just putting the same KV motor in it, just going to a different some of them didn't even change the motor, they just changed the ESC. There's a guy right now in the Fortec group that's selling a Mamba Pro that he took out of his XO1 because he was selling the XO1 roller to buy the new XO1.
Wow.
Even Mark Santa Maria was the one that said, how Traxxas he is.
Oh God, yeah.
He even said the version 1 was pretty much garbage. There's no way you could get it up to 100 miles an hour out of the box. I was hoping the new one.
But you're still going to run into the same problem with the tires.
Well, that's if they're the same tires.
They'll be the same tires. It's Traxxas.
Uh,
It's like, the 2.0, the 3.0, and the 3.0 Factory 5. Oh, it's an all new car. No, it's not.
yeah. Just longer. That's all it was.
That's like the new Traxxas Bronco, the
Same
new
little
TRX
pads.
Sport. It's same chassis, everything. It's just a new body.
Yeah.
We're gonna rinse everything and just put some new plastic on the outside and call it new.
Yep.
I mean, they've done the only thing that's changed as far as the slashes and the rustlers and stuff is they went from the 272 transmission to the 272R, which changed. The only thing that changed was the input shaft so that it uses the same shaft as the drag slash, which doesn't break, because the input shafts on the 272 for the regulars, that pin, they'd shear it all the time.
Yeah, they do.
It would just, even brushed, it would snap that pin off. So they went to the drag slash, it was actually, the pin isn't separate, it's machined as part of the shaft, which makes it a solid piece and it doesn't break. So when they did the 272, they came out the 272R, just so they can put that shaft in everything. You know, the wives, I didn't even go with the 270. I went straight to the Pro line because the Pro line is still better in my opinion. Granted, it runs a 32 pitch spur and pinion versus the 48, but to me, it's just a better transmission for that application. The gears, the pinion, and the spur sit in an oil bath in that tranny, which keeps it nice and smooth.
Battery tray is off the Red Cat. Uh-oh.
So how are you putting the battery back in it?
I don't know. I haven't figured out where to put the battery on the Predator yet. I'll find a place to put it.
Yeah, with that chassis that he bought, Troy, you take
Mhm.
everything from the Gen 8 inside the frame rails and just switch it right over.
Really?
Yep. It's basically the same thing you do with the Dirty South chassis that I have right now.
Hmm.
The only thing you change to accommodate what you want to run is just the skid plate for a transmission. You can take everything else and just switch it right over.
That's nice.
So mine started off as SCX 10.2 setup. And now it's SCX 10.2 axles, Gen 8 transmission, and Three Brothers motor, NSDR servo, Castle Sidewinder 4 ESC, GT5 receiver, Deluxe Fab DriveTech shocks, Samex links, and that's about it. Started off as a 4.5 pound truck. Now I'm up to 6.25 pound.
All right.
You hit a lot of hobby shops out there, Troy?
In San Antonio, we've got Alamo, we've got RCHQ as far as cars. Al's does kind of a mix of car and air. I've been to Dark up in Dallas, but there isn't a whole lot of places out here as far as hobby shops you can get a 75-foot vehicle into.
Yeah,
So,
that's true. Both of them, like 3 of them around here is like, yeah, you can park out in the street, double park maybe if you're lucky, but
yeah,
without getting a ticket.
most of the time when I'm out on the road, if I break something, my go-to is either Amazon or places that have online catalogs. The drift car has become quite the project. You know, I burnt the servo up in it, ordered a new servo, and I found a place in Japan that, you know, makes a carbon fiber conversion for it. It changes basically the whole chassis. The only thing that switches over is basically the bulkheads and the rear suspension. Everything else changes. It goes to, instead of being a double front suspension arm, upper and lower, it goes to a McPherson style front suspension struts, which is going to be interesting to see what kind of an effect that has. It's supposed to increase the chassis roll so you get more grip out of the front end and better drift angles. We'll find out. But that was that's going to be a major project.
So quick question, Dennis, the motor, how do you mount the motor onto there? Because there's only one side now. You can actually attach it onto there. I guess you got to use this clip, but how the heck do you use this clip to mount the motor on when there's only one hole on one side?
The hole on the one side goes into the chassis. And then the double is for the motor mount itself.
So in other words, you're putting it in backwards.
Because there's two screws on this side holding the motor. But now on this side, because it's the battery tray that you use to mount on the motor to hold the other side. My question is, what holds this side now on the chassis?
You'll use that one mount to hold the motor in place.
Okay,
And there should have been two of those little L mounts in there.
no, there's only one,
Just the one.
just the one. And what I find weird, I understand that there's one hole to put where the chassis is, but I guess the motor just leans on it. I don't know. That's my question. I
Yeah,
guess I
it
can
should-
ask the group.
There's two holes in there, correct?
Nope,
On
just
the,
one.
on the long side?
Nope, just one hole.
Oh,
Is that supposed to be where one of the motor mount screws goes into?
Yep, that's what I think.
now you did join the UGRC lab page?
Yeah, I'll take a picture and I'll ask.
Yeah, the one guy in there, Wilfredo Kane, he's one of the team drivers. He's an original UGRC driver from day one. He got the first Predator chassis, so he could tell you a lot about that.
Cool.
So which axles are you guys running on those?
Well, mine is going to be the Gen 8 axle, the portal axles on mine.
Thomas has a carbon fiber chassis for his Fortec 2.0.
Oh,
Yeah, Ram Jam Racing makes one, but he only did a single run, and he only got them for the regular 3.0, the Stingrays. Because if you didn't know, the Supra Fortec is actually 2 millimeters shorter than the Corvette Stingray Fortec 3.0. So those are even different wheelbases. So, but yeah, Ram Jam did a one run of the carbon fiber and aluminum chassis, but they were so expensive, nobody's buying them. And so he's decided he's not doing anymore, and he's still got like 100 of them sitting there, but they're $400 a pop, $300 a pop, something like that. He can't sell them because they're so expensive. Nobody wants to spend that kind of money on a Traxxas Fortec. I told him, I said, if he had one for the factory fives, I'd be all over it. Because the plastic flexes. It needs a brace that runs from the front to the rear bulkhead to get rid of the flex.
How you doing, man? LLP, if you type in shout out one word, it'll put your link in there for you.
I've got some carbon
Just like
fiber
that.
plate at home. I'm thinking about making a brace that runs from the front to the rear bulkheads to see if I can't get rid of some of that flex.
Oh, yeah.
Just run it straight to the screws for the GPM cross braces and just mount it to there with a spacer underneath it.
right, guys, I think I'm gonna take off. I gotta get out of here by 6:30 in the morning. Head to that comp.
All right, Dennis.
Good luck, man.
Kurt, thanks for letting me jump in. Troy, it was nice talking with you. Tank, good luck tomorrow.
Yeah, see you later.
All right, man.
We'll
Good
see you
luck
guys
to you
tomorrow night.
too. Good luck tomorrow.
Yep, thanks.
Video it so we can see what happens.
If you don't catch it on video, it didn't happen.
Pretty much.
Back. I'm gonna go to your channel right now there, LLP, and subscribe to you.
Yeah, the same guy that made that titanium drive shaft I've got is the guy that did those. And I think there's another company that does them too, but I don't know what the name of it is.
Oh yeah.
Those carbon fiber chassis for the Vortex. But Ramsey, his was nice. All the plastic mounts and everything, he had redone in aluminum. Aluminum bulkheads. But his aluminum bulkheads fit the carbon fiber. They won't fit the plastic.
Cool. Well, guys, I'm gonna hit the hay also, and we'll talk to you guys later.
All right, Tank.
And go charge
right.
up some batteries and go break something.
Good luck with your event tomorrow.
Thank you. Talk to you guys later.
All right, Tank. Just leave a comment.
Yeah.
Good morning. It's actually good evening here, but good morning to you. Nudney? Sorry, I'm messing your name up. Type in shout out, one word, like Tank did right down here. And you can he'll do a shout out to your channel. We'll drop your link. Is it Ndumbi? How you say that? I'm bad with names. Yeah. So you're just stuck in a truck stop, are you? Oh, you're muted. Test my car. Yeah, if you just type in shout out like that. Type that in there and it'll pop up your link to your channel. Bushman, what's going on? I don't even have YouTube up right now. Just have the chat open. Let's pop this up. That's live. Jason's live tonight. I forget he goes live tonight too, like 9 o'clock or something like that, I think. There you go. Now you can go sub your channel. Oh, I'm already subscribed to you. How funny. Chilling like a villain, are ya? Cool. Yeah, I just got done working on my car, so. That's what it's gonna do. I forgot. So, 11 guys watching tonight right now. So, all right, guys. Troy, I'm gonna lock this out.
Okay, try that again.
I'm gonna turn this off.
So besides the body ballooning, Kurt, what do you think of the HBI Maverick?
I love the truck. It's a blast. I mean, it'll
Why
run.
aren't I getting audio from Kurt?
Oh,
I can see you talking,
you can't hear me?
but I can't hear you talking.
Turn your volume up.
What happened here?
All right, Bushman. You have a
There we
great
go.
Wolsty. See you guys later. I'm gonna shut this off, Troy. I'm gonna call
Okay.
it. All right.
Have a good night, guys.
All right, Troy.
See you tomorrow night.
Yeah, pop on tomorrow if you can.
I will.
All right, man.
See ya.
All right, Lexus. Appreciate you showing up here, man. Appreciate all your help. Everybody have a great night.